Welcome everybody, thanks for joining us here on LevelM. We are talking Mini GT today. We're going to roll through these in order. All the latest pickups. Number 416, this is the BMW M4 GT3. Number 25 from the 2022 IMSA Daytona. 24 hours. They are definitely getting their money's worth out of this M4 GT3 casting, and I'm not complaining one bit. We've seen, I think this might even be the 5th version already we've seen of this casting, which is definitely going to go up, just due to their commitment to the race cars, which I think is perfectly fine. I'm super stoked about that. This one in red, white, and black. It's got Motul on there. Prints are fantastic. Detail is ridiculous. Got that nice 50th on the top of the wing. Looks pretty good. Wing looks pretty good as well. Little Puma on the side of the wings as well. Nice little detail to it. Still not feeling the wheels 100% on these GT3 cars, but the casting itself is fantastic. This one is particularly nice. I really like the M4, especially the GT3. But we do have a regular M4 in this mix, so we'll take a look at that guy, because it's a pretty loaded haul. All right, next one up, 496. Yes, we're going in order. This is the McLaren Arturo. This is in Flux Green. This is a pretty underwhelming car, pretty underwhelming casting. The Arturo is really not a very great car in real life. It's pretty bleh. As far as styling and stuff goes, it's, yes, it's a McLaren, but there's really nothing fancy to it. It's just a, pretty average mid-engine supercar-ish. But this Flux Green looks pretty good. This is I believe this is the second color we've seen. The first one, I believe, was in blue. But again, it's all right. It's all right. It's a good casting. It's just the car itself is it's really not all that great. Nothing really to take to the bank. All right, next one up, 501. This will be one that I think a lot of people are going to like. This is the, of course, R34 Skyline GTR V-Spec 2 in 1 in white. This one has the carbon fiber hood on it. Definitely one of the best, if not the best, R34 castings for the buck. Obviously, you have some higher-end brands that do R34 castings, but I think for the buck, Mini GT is definitely the best value for anything under 20 bucks by far. The carbon fiber look on the hood looks good, but it doesn't really look like carbon fiber. It's very silver, kind of metallic looking. I'm not a huge fan of the look of it, but the overall appearance of what the car looks absolutely fine. GTR on the plate. The exhaust tips look pretty good. A little wing on there. The wheels, of course, looking good. Side mirrors and all that good stuff like that. I do like this casting. Like I said, it's a fantastic casting. I really want Mini GT to do an R33 though. They need to do a regular R33 in the regular Mini GT line. I know we're getting one from Kaido House, but it's not the same. All right, going back to race car status, 504. This is the Lancia Stratos HF number 4 from the 79 Monte Carlo. Rally Monte Carlo, the winner. I really like this Lancia Stratos casting from Mini GT. I like race cars. I like rally cars. This is one of the more iconic old school rally cars. It's kind of hard to really get, in my opinion, it's hard to get good flair from this casting because the car itself is not that great. But then when you start adding stuff on it, like your quad headlights on the front and stuff like that, you got your offset wheels. There is a little bit of a wing above, essentially the B pillar. And then of course you have the louvers in the back. They hit all the marks with all the right little details and whatnot with this casting. They did a fantastic job. And not to mention, there's an enormous amount of prints everywhere on this model. And I like the fact it's just got the one side mirror, just one, which is correct. But, just a cool little detail with that. I do like the wheels too. They look pretty good. And then, of course, they're offset. So it's a pretty good one. Probably not one that's going to be all too popular with the mainstream collectors, but more car guy stuff. All right, moving on to our next one. This is the 511. Of course, this is the first recolor of the Huracan STO, Horacio Borales. I think is how you pronounce that. It just call it metallic orange if you want to, say it in English. The first deco for this, is a typical kind of blue and I forget what it is, but it's the press release, the same STO colors you see all the time. I believe this is the first recolor though, so this one in just a super metallic orange, which looks really, really good. I do like the wheels and stuff on this. The wing is just bonkers on the back. Lots of cuts, shapes, and stuff like that. It's a pretty good model. I've seen one of these in real life. It's pretty intense. It's a pretty intense car. It definitely hits all the right notes to get away from the standard of just a Huracan. But it's a pretty cool car, and this one looks pretty good as well. Of course, Mini GT does excellent detail. I do like a little bit of a white lip there on the front. Just a little bit of white paint just to kind of break up the front. I think it's perfect. Again, Mini GT just doing a fantastic job. And of course, every release has got to have at least one Lambo. Most releases also have one of these. This is number 513. This is the newest Bugatti Chiron Supersport in just gold. Of course, it is two-tone gold. You do have nice black with the gold. Of course, it is a fantastic gold. Definitely my favorite version of the Chiron for sure. The Supersport, I really like this one. I like the long tail on it. It looks fantastic. The wheels on this guy are really good. I think this is the third color we've seen for this casting. I think we've seen white, black, and now we have gold. Just a really good casting. I really like the Chiron in real life. It's definitely my favorite Bugatti, but I do like the EB110 as well. Never liked the Veyron. Never liked the Veyron. Never will like the Veyron, but I love the Chiron. It's a really good one. That double stacked exhaust in the back, two on each side. Of course, that really nice red light bar on the back. Just a really good casting. I really like this one a lot. Mini GT did a fantastic job, and gold just is kind of the icing on the cake, All right, moving on to some wagon action. Number 514. This is the ABT Audi RS6. This is the Johan ABT Signature Edition. This is the second time we are seeing this casting. We've seen this casting once before, but this is a new version. This one is quite murdered out black, but I really like all the little bits and pieces. It's kind of a purple bronze kind of mixed color to it. It looks just fantastic. It's just a really nice offsetting color. And the casting is just insane. This is not the same RS6 casting that they did, before. This is an entirely different casting. This one is just fantastic. The first one was pretty good. I think it was charcoal gray, dark charcoal gray. But this one looks even better. This one looks even better. I really like this one. Just the way it sits, the stance of it, the wheel, just no wheel gap or anything. There's just something about wagons. Particularly Audi wagons, that just kind of hits the spot. Volvo wagons do that too, but I don't know if Mini GT is ever going to be making any Volvo wagons, unfortunately. All right, number 515. This is the latest BMW 750 Li XDrive. This is Barina Gray Amber Effect. Kind of an interesting name for a color. This is a boat of a casting because, of course, the 750 IL is a big car in real life, but this one looks really good. It's kind of a glossy primer grayish kind of color. It looks really good. Big huge panoramic roof on it, of course. Big huge chrome kidney grills on there. It's a really good casting. I really like this casting. I like big, gigantic four doors. I love sedans. I'm a big sedan guy. It's why I have a Charger. I really would like an LS. I really want a Lexus LS. That's probably going to happen someday. Not a fan of a BMW. Can't do the BMWs, but I still like the style. I still like the fact of it being a nice, big, huge four-door. This one's a little bit too big. It's the extended wheelbase, so the back doors are a little bit longer, so It doesn't look proportionately correct, at least in my opinion. I just don't really like the look of the longer back doors, but the car itself is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. This guy had a little bit of a tire coming off on the edge there, so not that big a deal. All right, we got some more orange action. Number 526. This is our regular BMW M4. This is the M Performance in Fire Orange. So the quote-unquote street version of our race car we started with. The orange is insane. It doesn't show up on the screen. I guarantee you it doesn't show up on the screen. It is very, very bright, but it's not fluorescent. It's very, very, very bright, and it looks fantastic. I do like the carbon fiber look on this one for the roof. It just looks better than the Skyline did. Again, it's just a little bit too metallic, a little bit too much silver to it. It needs to be a little bit darker to be more appropriate to the actual look of carbon fiber, at least in my opinion. You guys can let me know, but I think that's kind of important. Very interesting with the quad exhaust back there. That is a very interesting stacked quad exhaust. I never even noticed that until right now. I actually kind of like that. It's actually pretty nice. Other than that, just a pretty standard M4. Wing looks pretty good on it. Wheels look pretty good on it. The front end's not super gaudy. It looks pretty good. It's a pretty good casting. So, not a new casting. It's a pretty good casting. All right, next one up, number 527. We do have some Sylvia action. This is the S15 Rocket Bunny in red. We have seen this casting just once. This is the first recolor. First one was green with white and chrome on the wheels. This one is a candy red with chrome and gold on the wheels. This one is a billion times better than the green one. The wheels are especially nice. That gold and chrome is such a awesome, just perfect offset to that candy red. It just looks fantastic. This one is just so much better than the green one. No offense to the green one, but this one is just way better, way better. It's the exact same casting. There's no differences. Even the Rocket Bunny symbols, all that stuff on there are the same. The only difference is the color of the wheels and the color of the casting. But this one is just completely off the chain. This is just such a good. I mean, look at that. Just look at it. Just insane. Insane. And I'm not even a JDM guy. You guys know I'm not a JDM guy, but that one is just way good. All right, completely opposite of JDM. Number 535. We're going Shelby GT500. Dragon Snake concept here. This is the yellow one. This is, so we've seen one like this, and now I'm not sure if this is the exact same casting as the white one that we've seen previously with the big duckbill spoiler on the back. But I think it's the same casting. I'm pretty sure it's the same casting. If not, it's just been modified a little bit. But regardless, this one does look good. I like the fact that it's yellow. That is a good contrast to the rest of the Mustangs that they've done. It looks pretty good. It does have Shelby there on the side. Of course, it does say it is a concept, which is fine. I really like the huge duckbill spoiler off the back, kind of the drag pack spoiler. I really like that look. I think it looks really good. It actually looks okay on the Mustang. I like the look itself, just not necessarily on the Mustang. The Mustang's a little bit too aerodynamic, I guess you can say, so it doesn't look as good. But I love those big, huge duckbill spoilers. They're just super primo. And then, of course, this guy has ultra bright metallic wheels. They're not chrome. They look chrome. They're very, 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 very close to chrome, but they're not chrome. So, they're very close. They're very bright. They look good. They're not like that S15, which literally was chrome. All right, last one we're going to take a look at. This one is straight up for America. 548. This is the Corvette C8R Stars and Stripes 2023. This should be essentially a July 4th commemoration model. It's a little late to market, but that's not a big deal. This is a USA exclusive, although I guarantee you can get it if you're outside the country. Just like we can get stuff that is Hong Kong exclusive and China exclusive here. But this one is marketed as a US exclusive. This one is by far the best Corvette C8 version they've done to date by so many miles, I can't even count. I don't know what it is about this particular one. Maybe it's the gold, maybe it's the stripes, maybe it's the stars and stuff on there. I'm not sure, but this model just looks so muscular and so pronounced and so just proud. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It just looks fantastic. It fades from darker gold in the front to lighter gold in the back. You have two different tones of gold for the stripes and stuff like that. It just looks good. It just looks good. The wheels are nice and bright. I don't know what it is about this particular casting. And the thing is this is not a new casting. We've seen this casting before. We've seen this many times before. But this one just looks different, feels different. I don't know. Maybe it's the stars and stripes on it. I don't really know. But regardless, this is a fantastic model. This is by far the best of the bunch. This is the best of the whole haul. And I'm glad that it's the highest number that we could roll out on this one, because it just hits the right spot. So that's it. That is the newest Mini GT haul. That is everything that we've gotten up to date. But of course, Mini GT is always dropping more, so we will have more as we move on. So nice, big, large haul. Let me know what you guys think about these models, especially the C8. Super stoked about this one, and pretty excited to hear what you guys have to say about that. So we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe. LevelM. Peace.